at First Friday. There were all these people, and I was like,
Great, Carl.
Is it 2:00?
It is.
All right. Okay, people, this is a regular scheduled meeting, Columbia City Redevelopment. It's June 10, 2025, and it is 12 o'clock. First item on the agenda, roll call. Carl Silers, me, I'm here. Samara.
Here.
Angela's not here right now. Chad.
Yep.
Scott.
Yep.
David, not here. Okay, we've established quorum. Next thing on the agenda is minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye. Any opposed? It carries. Okay, we're into old business. LM&L, there's no change. David's
Here.
yeah. So LM&L is still in somewhat of state house limbo. Anyway, Jackson Line, any update?
We're working through it. Hopefully by next month we'll be ready to transfer.
Okay.
Really?
That's, hey, David.
I saw Chad, but I didn't talk to him about it.
It's really not so much on Chad's side.
It's just we'll get it.
Got it.
Okay, former Whitley County Jail.
I'm actually, last week, I emailed the financial consultants to find out where we were. They said they would have a financial update for me by yesterday afternoon. I have not received it yet.
Okay,
I'd love to give you more information and expected to,
sure.
but can't.
You can, if you don't.
you have to write. I have to.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the Smith Brothers property. They did do the borings for the phase 2. While they were boring, they called me and I went down and looked. And there was some strange looking soil coming out a few of the holes. So,
That's good.
anyway, there's Angela.
Sorry.
Anyway, so, it's kind of iffy as to what it's going to end up resulting. When they started hitting these strange looking holes, it was on the city site, and they wanted to do more holes than they had originally quoted, so I told them, while they're there and got the rig set up, get them. Anyway, so there's probably going to be a CO on the thing. Anyway, that is where it's at. I have not heard anything back on the results.
CO is change order, so everybody knows.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Smith Brothers right now. That was actually probably 12 days ago or so when they were doing the boring, so there might be some results coming in the next few days.
Okay.
Maintaining Thomas Marshall Plaza is on there again. Anything?
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Got the retaining wall blocks glued in and weed sprayed and
Ashley, was that what you wanted out of that conversation?
Well, 2 months ago, I think there was discussion because Ann and Sharon had said they were no longer were going to maintain it. And you guys wanted to discuss into the future who was going to continue to do that. And I don't think it was determined.
we had Janice do a spring cleanup in it
Right.
and freshen everything. I'm gonna maintain it throughout the year and then I assume we'll just have a landscaper, refresh it. But we did not plant all the flowers that Ann and Sharon had planted, so there should not be much maintenance.
Okay,
Per
but
se.
you're going to maintain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chip with his green thumb.
Don't kill the plants.
If it's like at home, I'll kill it on purpose.
That'll lessen the maintenance.
Make it an Arizona landscape. Okay, next item on the agenda is consider declaratory resolution.
And we'll table that
That's
because
tabled.
things with the north side, Chip may be able to.
Yeah, I'll give a quick update.
Basically, that's, I don't want to say on hold, but we are not ready to proceed yet.
Yes, we met with NDOT. We have to do a traffic study, or the developer is doing a traffic study at 9 and Barbara, Linda area to see what kind of issues we're gonna have. That could take 3 to 6 months. Then NDOT's review and back and forth, we're looking at possibly a year before we can tie in to 109. So we're gonna reverse engineer it and start at Armstrong behind Walmart and build our way out that way. So we are working on the plans right now for the road and the infrastructure. So we are moving forward, but commercial might be a little delayed. And the developers has a couple offers on the table for housing, but I don't know which way he's gonna go on housing, so. But it is moving forward, just backwards.
And to clarify, in order to do the declaratory resolution, we need to identify what piece of property we are asking to have as a commercial TIF, what we are asking to have as a residential TIF, and we don't know that.
Because
So-
they don't know where the line is, they don't
Right.
know what the percentage of the property is gonna be, commercial versus residential, et cetera. So, I mean, we really are kind of at their mercy until they draw that line on the map and that we can then work off of, so.
And that's, I think it's been amazing that this group and that the city have responded as quickly as we did. But now it's hurry up and wait.
Yes. I'd rather do that than hurry up, we're way behind the 8 ball. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Balls in their court.
Yep, that's the bottom line.
Okay, that being said, any other old business that anybody wants to bring up? New business, there's a facade grant on the Reed building. They want to recondition the paint.
Has everybody seen that?
Anyway, it was like $8,000 if I remember right, on the gross.
Last thing they did worked out real well.
So, and once again, it'd be 3,000 would be our part, and they'd be putting in 5, so. Any discussion about it? They have completed everything on the grant, I think. They've done all the paperwork.
I'll make the motion, we approve it.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, carries. I'll sign this stuff later.
Carl, I have something, if I can interject and take up a little more of your time, I don't want to get you out of here too early. Jackson Longball, the community engagement specialist, and I have, with a pathway from the mayor, have started working on doing a DORA for downtown. That's downtown outdoor recreational area. Refreshment, same thing.
Yeah, that's like you can carry around drinks.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are getting a little pushback from restaurants, and so
Wait, why?
it would increase their sales, and
They want it.
several of them have
And that's a bad thing.
have very restrictive liquor license where they do not, some of them have like packaged liquor sales where they can
Right.
sell liquor takeout, some of them don't. So like if they have a sidewalk, they can't provide liquor to that sidewalk.
Is there an
And so,
opportunity for them to get that changed?
no, I don't believe so. I believe
That's a
they're,
complicated
Yeah,
process.
that's-
Yeah.
We're getting pushback in terms of them wanting us to do it sooner, not that they don't want it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, so Jackson is investigating everything. We just have to, there's a lot of red tape involved, but I don't know if you want to say anything else.
Not really. I mean, I'm kind of waiting on to hear back from a few people who we have to get verification if we can even be within a certain proximity to their property, either a church or a school, which there are a lot of churches downtown, which would be right around this area. I've heard back from a few, but really it's just kind of finalizing what the code will look like and then what council would want to approve in terms of specific regulations that we would want to add on in terms of what the city would require beyond what the state already requires. Then the big thing is all of those drinks have to be served in some sort of designated something. Either we have a sticker we put on every drink or in a certain cup that restaurants serve out of. 'Cause you can't just bring whatever you want downtown and drink.
Get Das Boot,
Yeah.
get the German.
So that's kind of a big thing to figure out. I don't know how that's gonna be decided, but yeah, just a few pieces left, so.
We are doing stuff.
I
That's our point.
I don't think the churches matter because Fort Wayne's Dora,
Yeah.
Ruth Chris is part of that, and there's a church right across the street.
I think they have to give their approval by state
Yeah.
code, but again, I don't think you've had pushback, have you? Okay, so I don't think it's gonna be a big
Yeah.
issue. And again, my thought pattern is, or what I'm pushing for is that we have a certain time frame each year, that it's, during the summer season where people are out and things like that. I know Columbia City Connect is behind it, is supportive of it and stuff, so we're trying to just make sure that we are going about it in a logical way and using our best sense, if you will, so.
That's awesome.
I didn't realize there wasn't something already in place.
So you have to actually, the council has to pass a designation to make it happen. Keep in mind that Doras in and of themselves were not really around 2 years ago. Was it last year? Or
Last year.
Yeah, 23 is when they became effective. So 23, the legislature during their session passed a law that allowed Doras, okay? So in 24, you had like 3 communities in the whole state that actually did anything with it. And I think it was mainly around Indianapolis area. So last year you had more takers. I think Warsaw has one now. Huntington has one now. I'm sorry?
They just opened theirs.
Huntington just did. So we're not super behind the 8 ball on this by any means. But seeing what other people have done with their ordinances and seeing how they've done their map and things, I think will help us make determination of kind of what we want based on our downtown business district and stuff. So, I mean, I think it's a positive thing for our downtown building and business owners. Again, it continues to fuel, I would hope it continues to fuel the renaissance that our downtown is experiencing. And you guys are a big part of that. So I thought it was important that we kind of share that with you. So.
Mayor, does that tie in with the ordinance we're looking at tonight? The outdoor?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, so we're also looking at an ordinance tonight regarding outdoor seating. So it was just Pickles at one time, and now Chivo has outdoor seating, and we've kind of done this ad hoc thing where Board of Works approves this one, the Board of Works approves this one, and I just really felt like we needed some semblance of just continuity of how the process and how it's approved and all that stuff. So that is an ordinance tonight of just putting a process in place so that downtown building owners, business owners, whoever can come in front of us and ask for seating, as long as we maintain the accessibility, ADA accessibility, and the walkability of our downtown sidewalks. And here's the other thing is when we do a downtown revitalization project, which is scheduled for 2028, when we do that, we very well may have wider sidewalks that we also will encourage more seating on those sidewalks. So it's a little preemptive, but it's also a little reactionary, but not connected to Dora.
Okay. All right, is there any other new business? Okay, here then, shall we adjourn?
What were you cheering on
What was
there?
that all about?
I said, come on, come on, come on.
Well, I
Let's have
know.
some.
Oh, let's have something, okay, I thought it was like, come on, let's get out of here.
I know, it's too early for lunch.
It is.